Speakers from upstairs. All right. First things first. My name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. Let's see. Let's get started for the day. So demonstrations I got to do today is we got something we're working on. Now I'm talking about heightener, a white heightener. That's something we do have on application sprayed onto the screen. But I'm actually working on. Sorry about the yawn in there. I'm tired. I'm actually working on a 3D mesh visual and 3D mapping screen for basically different forms of visual effects, special effects, and other good stuff. So like I said, I want to branch out other things besides just doing projection screen products. And I want to do something else. Well, kitty. Crazy kitty, you. What's up, kitty? All right, so now you're not gonna be trotting back there all day long. Every time with the camera, you gotta trot. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move. Try to move somewhere else. I gotta figure out my stuff's around. I gotta sit it down. I'm sure. You're a fish cat. One. Where's that? So I'll be there in a minute. So I want to run some tests on this visual effects screen. I got to set my 3D mapping equipment. That's what I need to get started on that. Where we put that at? I need a here somewhere. There we go. All right, now we can get started. I figure out where the stocks are at. All right, so this is going to be just a demonstration to show off a technology we're working on for visual and 3D effects to show you exactly that you can't just take our surfaces coated different than any other screen due to the fact that this is both mesh surfaces. One is producing a higher white level than the other one, which is our technology produces a much higher white level. And I'm going to show you what we got from the results of the technology we've been working on for the last couple of days. Hold on for a minute. I'm actually for not a couple of days, for an hour ago. Oh, I'll be back. Something I'm looking for. Thought I had it on me, but I don't have it on me. Give me a minute. Try to tuck away my quick. Let me move this off right now. Put this up here. Demonstration. Should be good, right? That's good. All right, so that's the surface right there. We put the black surface up there to show you that our surface produces a much higher white level because you have people sit there and say, well, I can do the same thing with a mesh surface too, when our surface is going to produce a higher white level. So let's come out here real quick. Put something in with some visual effects to it. Let's go over to right here. So this is what happens if you take the formula. Well, actually, the formula and we code it to mesh. So this is what we want to do. We're going to make a form of mesh kind of visual effect, a visual effect screen. This is going to be a blackout cloth surface. Now you can string this up with the grommets, or you can basically go in and staple to a frame. It's up to you. I'm sure there's some sound in here, so let me make sound bar too. Bring you guys a little closer. And then you can see light can filter back and forth through the screen. Ooh, caught your attention on that one, didn't I? Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so this is some technology we're working on. Boom, 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 boom. Woo! I love this stuff. Every time I turn, we always pick something new to work on. The working with the new mesh surface we're working on. This is the new technology we're working on for the last couple of days. Well, actually, not working on for the last couple of days. We developed it in an hour. Didn't have time to code it to a surface until about 2 days ago. So I had to build the screen. I actually cut the material and staple it to the frame. There's several ways you can do it. You staple it to a frame, or you can basically just go in and just from there just hang it up if you want. I'm gonna do a much larger screen for myself. This will show you how the technology reacts and the new formula we're working on. And basically, we're working on visual 3D mapping screens. Later on today, I'll be adding my 3D mapping software to the screen. Bum, 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 bum. And that's why I put the whites. When you came on, you saw the demonstration with the black mesh next to it to show you that it's different from any other black mesh, that this produces a higher white level than any other black surface. Pack one of these now. Now I gotta get myself a whatchamacallit. I gotta get my soundboard down here. Subwoofer. So over there. Now the new technology that we have right here requires a PayPal invoice, which means it will not be listed on the website. Means you'll have to email Require about it. But we'll have it in the biggest size that we can make it in is 30 feet by 30 feet. You can string it up with grommets, or you can staple it to a frame. This one's actually stapled down to a frame. Technology was developed today. Actually, no, it was developed yesterday, and we had to build a frame today and all that other good stuff. So we're running me soundbar through. like about me the most. I can say it, not to be rude or anything, but I can come on camera. I can back up my product. I can back up my claims. I can talk what I got to talk. And I can come back on here and show you technology. Boom, we just developed. That fast, that quick. We just getting started today. We got so much stuff to show you. So this new technology we got that we can spray on anything. It's invisible black technology, which means if we spray this on a mirror, you can see the reflection of your face come off the mirror, but you can also see the visual effects go off at the same time. This is stuff I was talking about a couple of days ago. So we coated this on mesh to see what happened. And that's why I took half of the screen and put an everyday, regular, normal piece of mesh. It's not even coated to show you where the white levels lay up. It comes up darker on that side. Our screen produces a higher white level because the technology we have in here is developed to make a black surface see a white level. So imagine that, a formula that you can spray it on any black surface that will make a black surface see white light. And that's what you're witnessing. But we're going to turn into something else. We're not going to sell the formula. We're going to actually coat it onto a surface, embed into a surface, which I like the mesh screen. So lightweight, they're weatherproof. You can fold them up. They don't crack. They don't peel. We're going to have one outside. You can beat the living crap out of them. They're fantastic for basically for doing visual effects, special effects, 3D mapping, all that other good stuff. And maybe watching movies off of it. Who knows? And we get some really fine micro mesh because that's the rough kind. So fine micro mesh, when we coat that, we'll see what happens.
Getting that from YouTube.
Wrong one. Tron.
Getting that from YouTube.
And something like this, we would have to use micro mesh. This is a much more tighter woven, which will give it a much more solid image. Other than that, it looks good. That looks really good. Now, the reason why I like this particular form of spraying on this particular surface because people have to understand, if you have a screen outside, it's probably about 150 inches and the wind hits that thing is going to turn into a potential sail. But when you use micro mesh, air travels through it. At the same time, the image picks up. See what I'm getting at here? So you can make massive, massive screens where air can filter right to the screen without it basically becoming a sail, which means that's less time you got to sit there anchoring your screen down because air is flowing through it. Yep. Video, wow, crazy. Let's do 4K fish. Let's see what that looks like on it.
Getting that from YouTube.
Build a bigger one. I want one of these in the house now. This would be cool for my relaxation room. Now I'll let you on a really cool trick. You want to cause the 3D effect for the screen, like double it up. Really easy to do. And make a 3D effect screen. So what you want to do is, once you get the surface, right, you staple it to the frame. What you want to do is you want to build yourself 3 frames. Each frame when you build, you pull them slightly to the left and to the right. So slightly here, slightly there, slightly here, slightly here. You do that on and on and on. Because what that does, it takes the image and it doubles it here, doubles it there, doubles it here, doubles it there. And it gives it like a 3D effect back and forth. That's how you pull for 3D screen. I'll build one and show it to you. How you get the illusion that there's more fish on the screen and it gives it more depth to the image.
Network quality in America, according to J.D. Power. Number one in reliability, 16 times in a row. Most awarded for network quality, 27 times in a row. Proving once again that
So you have to endure this nonsense and try to figure out exactly what I do.
that's how we're building 5G right. That's why there's only one best network.
What is there? Is it by any chance? Nope, that's not it. That's got to go over the ceiling. That's not it so far. There. Refrigerator. Okay, refrigerator. There. Not even the cabinets. Nope. Wow. Did a really good job using my screen. Oh, wait, I might have. Yeah. Oh, what's this? Nope, don't that one. Don't that one. Might go upstairs. brand new on this 12 thread. Past 12 thread. So we'll go for this one. This one inch. Move you guys over here for a minute. Pretty sure it's gotta be something here. Let me see. I don't know if it'll go that fast. There. Not there, not there. Remember with the sound bar out. On the sound bar. Put all the wires and the cables. Run everything through over here. Send it over here. We have this here. We put it in here. This is not the remote control for it. I'm gonna backtrack all my steps. Because I lost my remote control with this screen right here. I don't know why I do it that fast. That fast, that quick. Cat, you got opposable thumbs? Are you lifting things? Are you lifting things? No. I can't find it. I don't know where you did it that fast next week. The countertops. Over here. Ah, new world record. Lost a new remote control. Another world record. Man, I'm gonna put it down that fast, that quick. Alright, so we know it's not this one. No, this one has to go to that projector there. I have to watch fish and try to figure out what I did with the remote control because I lost it that fast, that quick. Don't know where I put it at. New world record. New world record. That's the fastest. I think that's the fastest I've ever lost the remote control. Sure it's not this one? No? Really? I'm probably looking right at it. Okay, let me gather all these up. This one right here, this one's for the ceiling. That's the ceiling remote control. Okay, any indication. Not here. Not here. Not here. Put it down inside the cabinets. Ah, found it. Told you. I got really lose my remote controls in the house all the time. Story of my life. Right over by the blender. Outer space screensaver. What does that look like on this thing?
Getting that from YouTube.
Show me Starfield. Ooh, pretty hot. want to send this over to the contracts. This one was nice. We gotta do it even 235 for one. Again, that quick. So I definitely got to do anything at 235.1 spectrum.
If you could choose your future, what would you build? If you could look past every limit, what would you...
Now that is freaking cool. Yeah, I'm about to build me a hologram screen. The reason why you can't get the same effect if you did this with a silver or gray screen, even a Phoenix couldn't do this. A silver Phoenix would be able to pull you a black screen to do this. To pull off that depth to it. If you did that with a gray screen paint, it wouldn't work. You can't pull the contrast levels, it won't come up. Have to have contrast to do visual effects. That's gonna look real nice. I'm gonna build me a customized for myself. Now, mind you, before anybody goes into a fit, we don't need fits today. This is my product that I'm putting up here. So bottom line is this is a black and white mix. It's my product. You know what? Forget it. People think they own the rights to everything. Blah, whatever. So this is what happens when we do demonstrations if you were to try to do that with a gray goose screen. Now, goose screen makes a gray spray on paint. That's basically gray. And sometimes they use them for visual effects, for special effects and stuff like that. So, easy to explain that No, you cannot use this with any form of gray product, not even with our Silver Phoenix, because it has to pull a 100% contrast level. Not even the most darkest paints that we make, which is actually the dark slate or the dark silver complete, can't do it. Your screen has to be 100% black. So the chemical that's sprayed onto this mesh is actually an invisible black, which means when you look at it, it produces a contrast level, but it comes up crystal clear, which gives it the ability to turn any surface we want, and I mean any black surface we choose, into a high performance black screen. We're going to sell the product? Nah, we're never going to sell it. It's going to be engineered to a signature. It's a signature 19 technology, which means we code it ourselves. But I just showed you if anybody gets the bright idea by saying, hey, I can do the same thing. I'll just go out there and I can just put my mix on it and make it gray. Nah, ain't going to work. It's not going to be able to produce that contrast level. That surface has to remain black at all times to do the visual effects. So this, later on in the day, we're going to be taking the 3D mapping software equipment I got upstairs, and we're going to be playing around with this. This would be nice if I did this on my ceiling. I see how my ceiling is right here. If I took this and probably put it like, if I even had this light here, I would have built a frame right in here, all the way from here, by about that much far away from the actual screen. So that way I can get the reflection of this hitting at the same time and mirroring off the ceiling to give it a kind of a 3D effect, like actually like depth to the outer space. That's pretty cool to pull off too. Because all you're doing is just mimicking the image. What you want to do is you want to slightly take the frame and just move it just a little bit over, so that way the images are off by a little bit. And each time you do another one that way and another one that way, another way that way, just slightly off a little bit there and there. If you got the time to go into doing that, to putting multiple frames. I mean, it's a pretty cool effect, but if you want to do something really crazy and put multiple frames into your ceiling, that's what happens. So you make one 1 inch slightly over to the left or the right, and what it does, it just mimics the image over and over and over again to make it look like there's more stars in there and give them more 3D effect, more depth to it. And it's actually just frames going overlapping each other. That's all. This is how you do it. All in all, at the end of the day, it's a lot cheaper than basically having someone rip your entire ceiling out and put an optic fiber lighting. A lot cheaper. I don't keep grabbing the wrong remote controls. Really, seriously. Yeah, right there. LG Beta Fish.
Getting that from YouTube.
We're going to be using these from time to time, these samples right here. This is my product. This is a black and white paint, gray paint. And we're going to be using bare silver screen, stuff like that. So that way, when we basically start doing advertising for why you want to go with our product over a gray product, we're going to be doing that for the company. And white screens also. We got to do those demonstrations too. Even though I don't like to do white screens, they're easy. But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. Because mind you, other companies out there that make screen paint besides us, and Blue Screen is one of them. And they make a great screen paint. So we're going to be doing demonstrations. We're going to say, hey, look, you know what I mean? Blue Screen does a lot of contracts with big companies. Not to be in competition at all, but this is the difference between our product and theirs. Which I got to get some Blue Screen, by the way. MMA, dancing anime.
Getting that from YouTube.
If it brings up. No. MMD, dancing anime.
Getting that from YouTube.
Yeah, that's it. Had it wrong. We're gonna have to run an ultra short though, this bad boy. This would be perfect for advertising. That's crazy. Wait till you see what the technology looks like on a mirror. It's even more insane. I'm telling you. And I'm ready to break out of this altogether. I'm ready to start developing newer technology. We're on the Phoenixes. I love the freaking Phoenixes, but I'm talking about on another level. I'm talking about level. 3D mapping, visual effects, all that stuff like that. That's what I'm looking to get into. Holograms. So I am acquiring for a 7D projector. That's what I'm acquiring for, to need any one of those for work. Gotta be careful. Someone's like, how are you getting away with this to begin with? I'd play this up. I get strikes. They play, don't get strikes. So I must have got the permission to whatever went on. Oh no. Let me one of these. No. Cat got issues. Yeah. That's definitely copyrighted like no other. I ain't get away with that one. What's it called? No, Apple. I think that's what it's called. Let me see that for a minute. Or tell. Try to shrunk the images. Man, that's good. Okay, that's awesome. I need to see something else. Hey, fuzzy boy. Fuzzy boy. Fuzzy boy. Fuzzy boy. I thought that you took me helping with work today, huh? Yeah, helping work today? New York City skyline, screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
The most advanced coffee system is also the simplest. Espresso Virtuo, what coffee is meant to be.
Your mom's got to go.
She's family.
She used my Old Spice moisturizer with shea butter and she.
That's pretty good. It's not affected by it too much. That's pretty good. Get back here where my charger's at. pretty good. Oh, white lungs. That's pretty easy. Okay, so one more, I'm done. All right. All right. That needs an enhancement coating. That's what it needs. And we got that downstairs, so that's going to be sprayed today again to heighten the white levels even higher, and to pick up the gain, make the gain even higher. Brighten it up a little better than that. So far, so good. It's perfect. So we got to get the sizes for this, and I got to do a short video and send it over to the contract. Oh, this is interesting. It's not rear projection. Is that cool or what? So this technology is only designed, it can't transfer through. Weird, isn't it? Huh? You would thought it would be rear projection, you know, like you could see the other side. No, this was engineered differently. That's for naysayers that think they can do the same thing we're doing. Yeah, well, that technology was developed a little differently. We can only project on one side. Even though the image can go through, and you can see it in the kitchen with no problem, it can't go past. It's designed to only hit the screen, show an image here, it can't go past the other side. But it can project on the screen on the other side. Figure that one out. That'll have you scratching your head for a couple months, or a couple years. So how we can push it through glass and just show an image on both sides. But when I push this material, we have it come through, it stops at one point. But it is pushing through, because if it wasn't, you wouldn't be able to see it over there on the wall, right there. So it's pushing through. Image is showing it crystal clear. But you can't see it on this side. You can only see it on the side. Ah! But it can pick up an angle gain on this side, but it can't pick up one on this side. How is that possible? I like to do that stuff at the last minute. Some people think they finally got it figured out. Boom! Scramble your head up a little bit. Show that crazy to you for a while. Everything is possible with God's technology. Isn't God's technology amazing? I told you to figure it out. You just have to study a couple of years of physics, study the physics of light. That's all. You gotta crack some books. Crack some books and figure it out. More than it goes beyond the projector. People are thinking too much about the projector to the screen. It goes beyond that. You have to study the science of physical light. You have to understand that part of it. Once you get past that part, you see how light generates, how it operates, how it bends, how it moves, how it reflects, how it regenerates, how it illuminates. The rest of it will fall in place. So how do you get a screen to push an image that can show up here, but if I walk in front of it, you can see my kitchen on the other end, but yet it can push an image and you can see the reflection coming through here, through the screen, parent is going right through the screen, and it's showing up on the wall in the kitchen, but if I go around to the screen, you don't see nothing. Interesting. All right. I forgot I'm done here. Sorry about that. I gotta go, people. Thank you for your time. Gotta go, and God bless.